Hey everybody, Black Ninja 797 here, and welcome back to another episode of Left 4 Dead 2 Myth-Busting Mondays. And in today's video for the final myth, we're going to be testing to see if whether or not that by having low textures / low view distance, does this make the safe room door transparent and therefore will allow us to potentially see Church Guy and what special infected that he turns into without opening up the door. If you guys like the sound of the final myth, please drop a like, comment, subscribe, follow, and all that beautiful stuff. And if you also have a myth of your very own that you would like to have be featured in next week's episode, please by all means leave it here in the comments down below. Or also alternatively, you can leave it in my Discord server, which is going to be linked down below in this video's description. It could be about Left 4 Dead, the Xbox copy, Left 4 Dead 1, even Japanese Left 4 Dead. So if you have something, let us know. But yeah guys, with all that being said, I hope you end up enjoying this week's episode of Left 4 Dead 2 Myth-Busting Mondays. Myth: if you use only a grenade launcher, can you get 100% headshots even if you don't directly hit the infected? Alrighty everybody, the first myth of today's episode is submitted in by How About No. So How About No is asking this because stated in his comment, he says that when you use a grenade launcher on an infected, it hits the entire hitbox including the head. So if you hit them without hitting their head directly, does this still give you 100% headshots? So for the first test, I'm going to kill a hunter by not directly hitting him and just getting him with splash damage. Alright, and now we're going to look at the end credits, and we're going to look at the headshot category, and when we look at the percentage of all headshots, it says 0. But it did acknowledge that I killed the hunter, which means that it's acknowledging kills, just not the type of kills that we want. This time I'm going to hit the hunter directly, I'm just not going to hit him in the head quite yet, I'm just going to hit him in the abdomen or the upper chest. Alright, so looking at the credits this time, it once again still says that I didn't get a headshot, and it's just labeling it as 0% accuracy. And so for the last test, I'm just going to directly just shoot the hunter in the head and just see if whether or not it counts as a headshot with this thing at all. And for this last test, even though I hit the hunter directly in the head this time, it still does not count as a headshot, which is going to make the first myth busted. Apparently you cannot get headshots with the grenade launcher whether you hit them with splash damage, whether you hit them in a different part of the body, or whether you hit them in the head even. Myth: if a survivor pisses off the witch and then it gets pinned by a different special infected, can the witch steal the kill from that other special infected? Alrighty guys, the second myth is submitted in by JaCrispy. What we need for this particular myth is timing, because we basically need to hope that the witch is the one getting the final blow. Now, I'm not necessarily worried about it as much when it comes to the witch stealing kills from other special infected, because she ends up killing us a lot quicker than the other special infected in the game. Now, the witch successfully stole the kill from the smoker here because the smoker did not kill me in the feed on the left-hand side. Now, the next one we're going to be testing is the hunter. Now, I don't know if this is necessarily down to the TTK of the hunter, or if whether or not this is just due to luck, due to the fact that he got the last blow. But Tacky, as the hunter, did get the kill credits because his name popped up in the feed on the left-hand side. Now, unlike the smoker and the hunter, when the jockey is done and he knocks you down, he just can only end up scratching you from that point onward, and so it basically makes it guaranteed that the witch is going to be the one that's going to kill you. Alright, and then the last pinning infected that is left to test in the game is going to be the Charger. And you wanna know what's kind of funny? The way that the Charger slams into me, it causes the witch to go from attacking me to stopping, moving over, and then attacking me at a different angle. It's really interesting how the witch's AI will correct itself so that way it can kill you in the most efficient way possible. And I believe this is the reason why the witch was able to successfully steal the kill from the Charger there. Now, I am going to label the myth as plausible due to the fact that when the hunter's test came up, he did get the final blow and not the witch. However though, I do believe that there was an element of luck in that because of the fact that the witch does have a higher TTK than the hunter, and I believe that he just happened to scratch me at the best possible timing, so that way he was the one that got credit for the kill. Myth: can a player spawn in a golden crowbar for themselves by typing in a secret phrase in-game? Alrighty guys, the third myth is submitted in by Saferoom. Now, due to the golden crowbar being considered a secret weapon within the game of Left 4 Dead, it doesn't have a traditional spawn command. So, this is exactly what the myth is talking about. Are we able to spawn in a golden crowbar if we do a secret command? And apparently the way that you do this is a Easter egg of sorts where you have to do this in a local server in a solo game and then type in text chat the following phrase. I love Gordon Freeman and the Half-Life 2 beta leak. Alright, so there's only one way to find out. Let's copy and paste it and see if it gives us a golden crowbar. And it doesn't look like it does. And I did follow the instructions. I typed in the exact right phrase in the place that should have been, and then I also did play on a local server, and it doesn't seem to give me the golden crowbar. Which means that Myth 3 is busted. There is no secret command or secret phrase you can enter that is going to spawn in a golden crowbar for you. At this time, you can only spawn in a normal crowbar. Myth, does using adrenaline while falling make you fall faster? Alrighty guys, myth number 4 is submitted in by Wulon Durley. Alright, so first is going to be the control test. I'm going to jump off of this level in NSenr's finale and see how long it takes me to die. And it looks like it takes me about 1 second. And if I add adrenaline to the mix, it takes the exact same amount of time at 1 second, meaning Myth 4 is busted. Myth, can low textures / low view distance allow you to see what special infected church guy will turn into without opening the safe room door? Alrighty guys, and then the last myth of today's episode is going to be submitted by Dr. Zed, aka Dan. I believe that this myth is inspired by one of the myths that we did in episode 127, where if you lower your draw distance, you could see special infected through walls that way. So I'm assuming that by doing this or something similar, you can be able to make it where you can see special infected through the safe room door texture. Alright, so after messing around with the settings and lowering everything to as low as it possibly can get, and basically making the game look like I'm playing on a potato, it's time to see what this does to the safe room texture. Now, it looks like that the safe room only ends up becoming transparent in the peephole or the eye slit, but that's fine because that should be enough to be able to see anything behind the door. Now, after waiting around a minute and letting Church Guy become whatever special infected he was going to become, I was looking at this peephole, and I could not see anything moving that would indicate that he had spawned in yet. In fact, actually, if I no-clip into here, it looks like that he doesn't spawn in at all until I open the door. Now, I did open the door and just close it again just to see if that was the issue, and it did look like that fixed it, because now I can see the smoker behind the door occasionally walking by. The thing is, though, is that this does defeat the purpose of the myth, which is to see if you can do this without opening up the door, which means we're going to have to label the last myth as busted. You cannot use this as a strat to see what Church Guy turns into ahead of time. You're still subject to opening the door and putting your life at risk. But yeah, guys, that is going to be here for today's video, and I do truly all hope you ended up enjoying, and if you did, please consider dropping a like, comment, subscribe, follow, and all that beautiful stuff. And once again, if you have a myth of your very own that you would like to be featured in next week's episode, please, by all means, leave it here in the comments down below, or also alternatively, you can leave within my Discord server, which is going to be linked down below in this video's description. As we wrap up the video, please do consider checking out my second YouTube channel, Black Ninja 797 Extras. Please also consider using my supporter creator code, Black Ninja 797 in the Fortnite Epic Games item shops. Thank you, Epic, for being my very first sponsor. And then lastly, and most importantly, thank you to all channel members for helping me keep the lights on and the mics on. I will be providing dedicated sleep videos in addition to a multitude of other perks as well for anybody that is interested in becoming a channel member. If this happens to interest you, I will provide a link down below in this video's description. But yeah, guys, with all that being said, I hope you ended up enjoying seeing another YouTube video from the most unique YouTuber you guys are ever going to see. Thanks for watching, guys. I love all of you, and peace out.
Hey meme lords, Jesus here, and you better have enjoyed that video there by the eternal god Daddy Ninja. You should probably subscribe too, or the mighty Moab will come for your balls. If you enjoyed the video, you might like it too, and give me the memes. Flash, bang, boom!